We've all heard the slogan, "Make America Great Again," and we've seen it written on those bright red baseball hats. But the pussy hats from the Women's March protests are less well known. Both hats have a clear message shown through their design and craft, making them great specimens to study for visual communication design. Today I'll be comparing the 2016 Donald Trump presidential campaign Make America Great Again hats and the pussy hats from the Women's March protests against Trump's inauguration. This video essay will go through the topics of history, design, manufacturing, and why they're specimens in visual communication design. The Make America Great Again slogan was created by Trump when Mitt Romney lost against Obama in the 2012 election. Trump deemed unauthorized immigrants as drug dealers and prostitutes, a threat to national security. His policies and ideas to keep these so-called dangerous people out would make America great again, along with other issues he wanted to fix. However, this slogan wasn't first thought of by Trump. Ronald Reagan used a similar slogan, "Let's make America great again," in his 1980 presidential campaign as the U.S. economy was suffering through stagflation, where high inflation, slow economic growth, and increased unemployment all happened at the same time. Trump claims he didn't know Reagan used the slogan before he came up with it, though. These MAGA hats began spreading around like wildfire as Republicans began sporting the red party color with the slogan they believed in. Presidential campaign merch has been done before, but never to this scale. The widespread wear of this hat created a division between the Republican and Democratic parties in a visual statement. Trump supporters gathered together wearing this merch, which used a bandwagon appeal. If you were spotted wearing this hat, you were immediately seen as an ally to Trump supporters. The Women's March pussy hats came about as a reaction to Trump's inauguration. The people protesting and wearing these hats didn't like Trump's policies or his character, calling out the misogynistic, inappropriate things that he did in the past. One instance where he was exposed for making disturbing comments was from a conversation he had with an entertainment reporter on a bus traveling to the set of the TV show Days of Our Lives. Trump was filming a segment to promote his guest role in the show. The two men talked about Trump's attempt to seduce a married woman, saying, "I did try and fuck her. She was married. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there," referring to his failed attempt. He also mentioned, "When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything," before ending the conversation with, "Grab them by the pussy." The last statement angered a lot of people. Well, the whole lead conversation did. But the founders of the Women's March, Krista Suh and Jana Zyman, took his words to create pussy hats, a name referring Trump's words but additionally reappropriating the word pussy in a positive way. The Republican Party's assigned color is red, so it's no surprise why the MAGA hat sports this color. Red is a powerful, memorable color representing strong emotions like anger, love, and courage. It's an easy hat color to spot in a crowd of people. The hat is a baseball hat representing a team and providing a piece to shade the eyes, especially useful during presidential rallies under the beaming sun. The typeface took many tries to get right, as Trump's team didn't want a design that looked like traditional political visual messaging, contrasting Hillary Clinton's simple but representative logo. The MAGA typeface is Times New Roman, and this statement was a command written in all caps, a blunt, straightforward message initiating change and a demand for a better world. The pussy hat sported a similar color, light red, or just pink. Pink is widely thought of as a female color representing compassion, care, and love, and that's what Suh and Zyman decided to use. These qualities may seem passive and weak, but these women wanted to show the color's power through these protests. They wanted to create a sea of pink with these pussy hats as people wore them to protests. The cat ear shape represents pussycats, as pussy hats were a play on that word. This shape is already uncommon and there weren't any words, but it spoke volumes, especially because these hats were all handmade, but I'll dive more into that in a bit. The point of these hats was to look at the protesters individually, but also to see them together as people united to seek change and to spread commands like, "My voice, my story, my body," and "We stand with immigrant women." Most Trump supporters could easily get their hands on these MAGA hats because they were everywhere. Stores often had campaign swag sections sporting these hats, along with other merch with the slogan. People can buy it online for under $10 with a few clicks. It's mass manufactured with fast fashion websites even catching on the trend and selling cheaper, jankier looking MAGA hats. It's much easier to support Trump with this merch because it's so accessible and it's well known. Going out with this hat on instantly lets people know who you support. Sa and Zyman came up with the idea of spreading around templates of the pussy hat design and hosting knitting and crocheting gatherings where women could craft these hats together. Every hat is handmade and unique as women spend their time and effort working on each one. The idea was to allow more people to participate. If they didn't want to go out and physically walk in a protest, they could knit or crochet these hats and give them to walking protesters without the talent or the time to make these. The gatherings were also significant as they were a safe place to talk where women supported one another. The pussy hats take more effort to craft and they're less recognizable, but it just shows how much people are willing to do to see change and to express their frustrations with Trump's ideas. The MAGA hat is a specimen to be studied for visual communication design because of how iconic it is. The design showed Trump to be an untraditional leader as he didn't try to police people as much as he made decisions based on what he believed to be right. His slogan and even the typeface he uses represents his self-assured trait. The simple red baseball hat was so iconic that even red baseball hats with no design or a different design could be easily mistaken as a MAGA hat. The form and design make it easy to recreate and sell even on non-official merchandise sites. The pussy hat is also a specimen for visual communication design because of its significance in craft and the message it visually explores. As each hat is handmade, they are all unique in look, representing the individuality of each person wearing and making the hat, united to create a sea of pink. The shape and color represent the power that women have, even though they've been looked down upon for being weak, passive, and insignificant. Taking these qualities and proving how strong they are through protests and hundreds of signs expressing their statements uses their weakness as empowerment. Okay, thanks for watching!